So most likely you're here because you're considering buying life or burial insurance from Globe Life Insurance Company. Perhaps you've got endless amounts of emails or junk letters from Globe Life saying you can buy a whole lot of coverage for $1, and you're wondering exactly how these programs work. And perhaps you're at a point in life where you feel like, life insurance and burial insurance is kind of important. So what I intend to do in this video is give you a brief explanation on how these Globe Life programs work, to look at the fine print, to help you better prepare to select the best plan for what it is you're trying to do. And then if it's not the best plan, give you a little of a second opinion, if you will. My name is David Duford, owner of BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com, where I help people across the country, mostly those 50 and older, get quality life and burial insurance coverage. So let's jump right in and talk about Globe Life Insurance. So Globe Life Insurance has been around a long time. They predominantly market to the older segment of society that's looking for a small amount of coverage to cover what we call final expenses, mostly cremation and burial type related costs, to cover those final things that you don't want your family to pay out of pocket or run a GoFundMe campaign or whatever for, right? So there's a couple of products that they have to offer. The ones we're going to predominantly focus on are their most popular ones, which tends to be their term life insurance product. And then pretty much any other ones we'll look for, but it's most likely the term life insurance. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually take you through filling out an application, what it would look like, and show you the fine print as it pops up so you can be well aware of what to expect if you decide to go through this process. So we are on globelifeapplication.com, and you can see right here is where we're going to start. We're going to click on the get quote for one adult in Tennessee, where I live, and a dollar buys $100,000. So little pro tip here, guys, always see what the asterisk says. I always like to press Control F and then put the asterisk in, and let's see if they can actually tell us what a dollar means before we go any further. So what they're saying there is that the first dollar is just for the first months of coverage. What you'll actually pay is based off of your age, and then it's guaranteed for the rest of the life of the policy. So again, the life of the policy, this is going to be an interesting term that we'll come back to. Is that your whole life? Or what if the policy doesn't last as long? We'll find out shortly. So let's click Get Quote. We can see that I've already filled out this part. My name, of course, is Mickey Mouse. And my birthday is January 1st, 1950. I'm a male. And we're going to go ahead and click Continue to Get Quote. Good. Now we're shown two different options for coverage. Of course, you can customize this further. But the big thing that you need to be paying attention to, as I scroll on so you can see a little better, is this thing right here. You see where it says click here to read policy description? It's kind of important, right? So let's click it and start reading. Here is the fine print. And it's right there in that first line. This is a modified premium term to age 80. The initial premium period can either be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years in duration, depending on issue age. All renewal term periods begin at a 5-year plus 1 age and will be 5 years in length, except for the final term period. And the final term, 4-year term period, will always be at age 76. Will expire at the policy. Will terminate the policy anniversary following the insured's 80th birthday. A lot of words to throw out there. So, okay, what does all this mean? So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you see the word term, think terminate. If you buy, and you saw it for yourself, just roll back the video and see. If you buy a plan through Globe Life that I just showed on the screen, this is a term life insurance policy. It is designed to last only until you turn 80 years young. Now, you might be thinking, hell, I'm not going to make it past 80. So why not worry? Why worry about it? Well, that's the thing, right? We live in a society now that has medical procedures and healthcare advancements and technology and prescriptions that extend the length of life, not sure about the quality, but the length of life longer than ever has been recorded in human history. And more people now are living longer and longer than they ever expected, many of them ill or not in good shape. And so what happens with these kinds of plans, if you're stuck in a term to 80 Globe Life product, just like they described, and you happen to live past 80, All of that money, every last penny that you've put into this plan is the company's, and you have zero coverage to show for it because it terminates. Remember, term equals terminates. It terminates at age 80. So now you're up the creek without a paddle. Your family has no protection to take care of your final expenses. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? There are options, but they're extremely expensive relative. If you're younger, could have took care of it earlier. The other product, notice that it said modified premium, right? Go back and watch it if you don't believe me. Modified premium. Whenever anything says modified, I'm a little intrigued. What does that mean? Because usually it just says this is a level term premium or something like that. Well, modified partially pertains to the $1 startup fee that everybody gets for 1 month. And then it also pertains to the escalating premiums that occur every 5 years. That was what was explained in the section that says all renewal term periods begin at a 5-year plus 1 age. The implication with that is that the premiums are going to get higher. Otherwise, there wouldn't be these renewal terms. Why are they renewing it? It says it's to age 80. Well, they're renewing it based off of a higher premium. So in other words, when you get a Globe Life plan, what ends up happening is that you are inside of a plan that sure started cheap, but gets incredibly expensive as you get older and closer to the termination age. And what I have found time and again through all my years selling final expense coverage to my seniors is that those people with Globe plans, AARPs, another one that comes to mind, True Stage, the rate of escalation closer to the termination date goes through the roof. I had a client in Flintstone, Georgia. Yes, that's an actual place, who went from $50 a month to $140 a month with a specific company I just mentioned, a term insurance plan. She made $800 a month, couldn't pay for her medications, and had to choose between her insurance, her utilities, and her rent. And she couldn't do it all. She had to drop her plan. And so this is the worst situation to be in. And these companies design products knowing all this. Because what they're trying to do by increasing the premium is get rid of you so that they don't have to pay the claim because it was too expensive for you and you couldn't maintain it. What is the better option when it comes to burial insurance? Now, some people might have a need for what's called term insurance, but the vast majority of seniors we deal with absolutely do not. What they should get instead is what we recommend as whole life burial insurance plans. Let me explain how that works. Burial insurance is a very simple concept. It's designed to pay off final expenses, cremations, burials, funeral expenses, etc. It is designed on what's called a whole life product approach, where the rates never increase. They're as certain as the sunrise. You will never have a price increase as long as you keep the plan and pay the premiums. And the coverage never cancels because of age or health, so you can never outlive it. And if you qualify, you may be able to get first day full coverage after the first premium goes through for both accidental and natural death. And then if you don't, there's options that have no questions asked associated with it. So you're guaranteed to be accepted as long as you're inside of that acceptable range for the product. These plans are usually the preferred choice for our clients because there's no games played. There's no worry about outliving your coverage. There's no worry about premiums going up. The only concern that you have is to make sure it's affordable on the front end. And then once it is, you don't have to worry about it getting too high that you can't afford it. It's the best package that we've seen to help people who are not in a position financially to pay for final expenses and want to make sure there's that extra layer of protection. So how can you learn more about these kind of products versus this Globe one that I showed you? It's very simple. Of course, we're brokers that buy life insurance for burial. We shop around for our clients to find the best price and coverage. We work with a lot of different companies, not just one like Globe. So if you have health issues, sometimes we can get you better coverage. And if you work with a one company operation, and it's all done over the phone, it's very simple, no pressure or anything like that. You can go to my website. It's buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. Read through it, check it out. You'll see some sliding bars on the side or the top of the screen that suggest something about getting a quote. Just click the button there, fill the information out, and we'll contact you. Or if you just want to reach out to us and talk to us, maybe get an idea of what you can qualify for, all it takes is 10 quick minutes with one of my friendly representatives. We'll be happy to run some quotes for you, show you what you have to offer. If you like it, great. If not, no hard feelings whatsoever. So either call us at 888-626-0439. Go to my website, buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. There's links above and below. Just click the links. It'll take you there. and let us help you out with your burial insurance needs. I hope you enjoyed this training on how Globe Life works and kind of got the real life perspective. And we'll be glad to help you out if you reach out. Thank you so much.